You'd be shocked how often pro filmmakers with all the right gear still end up with audio nightmares that hurt their reputation and their career goals. If you make videos for money, or want to, audio problems that can cost you thousands in fixes, or worse, lost clients, are going to find you unless you know how to prevent them. In this video, I'm going to show you the 10 biggest ways filmmakers destroy their audio on set and exactly how you can avoid them. Grab my full checklist for clean audio in the description. Number 1, recording with only one mic. I was deep into setting up this mix on a feature film recently when I discovered that the cable for the boom mic was rattling inside the boom pole on more than half the takes, and I couldn't fix it even with the latest AI. It was a total disaster. But luckily, the lavs were clean, and that saved the entire scene. In a different part of the same film, it flipped. The lav rustles were crazy in this dramatic scene with some light action, and the boom mic saved the take. Recording with just one mic is a massive risk if you don't have an ADR budget. Booms and lavs aren't backups. They're safety nets for each other. Hollywood records every person with at least 2 microphones because one can catch what the other one misses, and they always sound best when used together. They also have budget for ADR because some scenes are impossible to record cleanly, especially with action. But even with 2 mics rolling, it doesn't matter if they were recorded wrong. Recording at bad levels. Every week I get projects recorded way too hot or way too quiet. Too quiet gives this hiss and preamp noise, and too loud gives a distortion that you'll never fix in Premiere or DaVinci. You want to record with average levels around -20. That means the peaks should bounce between -12 and -6, even at 32-bit. That gives you enough headroom for emotion without clipping, and if your peaks are constantly peaking into the red, you're in trouble. And even the perfect levels won't save you if your mic is pointed at the wrong place. Number 3 is bad mic technique. I've seen directors of photography swing the boom out of the frame and destroy the tone of a scene in one easy move. Even a few inches off from the boom mic and the warmth and clarity will disappear. And while lavs can catch what you need if you're just worried about understanding what the actors say, a boom mic will always capture more inflection and the magic of that human performance. Mics are like prime lenses, fixed focal range, fixed focus, and kind of like a sensor too. And boom mics would be 35 millimeters, lavs would be like your phone camera sensors, and studio mics are more like medium format sensors. They capture all the delicious detail and can be really messed with in post. So keep the boom placed well, pointed at the actor all the time, and if it's on a stand, recheck it every time somebody sits down or stands in. And always make sure that lav mic is secure and recording at good levels. But even if you're recording with the right technique, it won't matter if you're in a terrible room. Mistake number 4 is choosing pretty locations that sound terrible. I've mixed projects in beautiful glass offices and luxury homes that sounded like cheap bathrooms. Even big shows with the New York City walk and talk are often ADR'd, and you can hear it if they don't, with the noise repair. Once on a shoot for United Healthcare, the house was perfect, except it sat right under a flight path. Every 15 minutes, a plane went by. What should have been a half-day shoot turned into overtime for everybody on set. Location scouts often only think in visuals, but you also need to think about sound. Hard surfaces reflect, big rooms echo, and if you don't have an ADR budget or a post-audio budget, pick quieter spaces, or make sure that there's sound absorption set up while you shoot. And even if the room sounds good, it might not stay quiet once you roll. Number 5 is not considering the time of day. I've recorded executives in quiet rooms that turned into chaos by lunchtime, right when they were scheduled to record. Forks, microwaves, conversations from next door or above, all that noise picked up perfectly by the mic and wasting that executive's valuable time. On another shoot next to a TV station, we finished all our lighting and sound checks with 0 problems. And then when we started filming at 10 a.m. when the talent was finally ready, the broadcast went live at 10 a.m. as well and filled our wireless with static and interference. Soundscapes can change hourly. Scout when you'll actually shoot. And always make sure you know what's going to happen nearby during your shooting window. But sometimes the biggest problem on set isn't interference or gear. It's people forgetting what quiet on set really means. I've been on sets where the camera op adjusts the tripod mid-take, or the photographer has their shutter audio on, and the dolly squeaks across the floor, and every sound makes it into the dialogue. Tonal noises like squeaks and moans are harder to remove than simple bumps and bangs. Silence should be part of your set design and construction. Mark quiet zones. Freeze movement during the takes. Record a clean take of room tone for safety. There's a reason big budget films do this. They build quiet into the space and into the story. But even if everyone's quiet, there's another mistake that kills audio more than any noise ever could. And that's not having an audio strategy, which is number 7. So we were set to film one of Steve Jobs' friends on a General Electric wind farm. Massive turbines, really strong wind because they needed it for the windmills. And guess what? The audio came out perfectly clean because we had planned ahead. We used full blimps, foam shields, and even recorded key dialogue indoors as a safety measure. Meanwhile, I've seen other shoots fall apart because no one planned for those flight paths, HVAC noise, or the rain on the metal roof. You don't need a perfect environment. You need a plan. Think about your location, your mics, and what could go wrong. Scout with your ears, not just your eyes. Having a sound strategy saves more projects than any plugin ever could. But still, even the best plan can fail fast if your wardrobe is fighting you and the mic. I've had windbreakers, starchy suits, and necklaces ruin takes that would have been perfect. Hollywood solves this with wardrobe made for sound. It's quiet or it's fake. A lot of commercial or doc shoots don't have this, so you need to think about it. Sound starts before rolling. Pick quiet fabrics, secure jewelry or remove it, and then recheck the lav placement throughout the day. A mic that was clean in the morning might be rustling by noon. And even if the setup is perfect, none of it matters if nobody's listening while you actually record. Number 9 is not monitoring or backing up the audio while you record it. I've opened sessions with beautiful footage and unusable sound because no one monitored while they were recording. I just made a video and I thought I got the right levels set, but I forgot to check the audio with my headphones, and guess what? It was perfect levels of the wrong mic. Meters don't tell you the whole truth. So you always want to monitor live with your ears so you can hear what's actually being recorded. Record the ISO and the mix tracks if you're using a fancy sound recorder. And also use a camera hop to send that feed to the cameras. Redundancy is your insurance policy. And even with the perfect recording, monitoring, and backups, there's one more thing that makes or breaks sound. It's your talent. So the mistake number 10 is not preparing your talent for good audio recording. I've seen executives freeze up the second I get them mic'd up. They're nervous, self-conscious, and you can hear it in their voice. They want to represent their company well. Sometimes the cable pulls or feels awkward, and it totally kills their confidence. Give them time. Explain what you're doing while you help mic them up, and do a quick movement test so they can move naturally. Comfort equals confidence, and confidence always sounds better. But even if everybody's relaxed, there's one final mistake that ruins professional sound before you even hit record, and that's not having a pre-shoot checklist. I see too many crews roll up to set, wire up, and start recording cold. Then they lose time troubleshooting levels, signal paths, or having batteries die at the wrong spot. All stuff that could have been avoided in 5 minutes. It's like taking off in a plane and not checking the fuel gauge. Audio requires discipline. It's invisible. Run a quick pre-flight check before every shoot and every talent. Mics checked, batteries full, levels set, monitoring active, and silence is tested. Every pilot has a checklist. Every doctor has one too. You can get my full checklist in the description below, and check out this other video I made just for you.